Hello again once more. This is Harry Gordon, your reverse mortgage coach. In my last video cast, I talked about one of my three concerns. Today we're going to talk about my second one. Last session we talked about the impact on seniors who are looking at a reverse mortgage and the plummeting of the value of the home. This is obviously affecting all of us, but it is particularly affecting those who are looking at a reverse mortgage as a financial planning strategy for their retirement. The second one is what I refer to as congressional activism. Since the beginning of reverse mortgages back in 1989, there has been a governmental subsidy of the program, not to pay the benefits, but rather to administer the program. HUD controls the whole concept of reverse mortgages very closely, very tightly, and appropriately so. Seniors deserve all the protection, all the safeguards that the system can provide. There's a mandatory counseling process, and these counselors are trained by HUD. HUD oversees them. HUD sets all the rules regarding reverse mortgages. And the cost of that administration, while significant, it is insignificant in relationship to what other expenses our government is incurring. And this has really been driven home to me since we created the stimulus package. This $2 trillion of debt that we are now accruing for future generations. This year, the appropriation for next year would have been $798 million. Now that is no small chunk of change. I'll admit that. But in relationship to the significant sums we are paying out in what is pure and simple pork dollars to powerful congressional leaders, this is beyond insignificant. It funds the reverse mortgage program's administrative efforts. And now Congress, specifically the House of Representatives, wants to cut it. And I think that that is appalling. If they cut that funding, that subsidy, what will occur is a reduction in benefits to seniors, somewhere between 5 and 20%. Now, when you take a look at that in the context of plummeting home values, which gives these seniors less money, and this congressional action, which I think is borderline obscene, the effect on our seniors will be cataclysmic. Every week I meet with seniors who are either barely able to qualify because of the value of their home, or in many cases watching the tears literally well in their eyes because they no longer can qualify because their home has dropped too much value. And here are congressional leaders, the people we look to for understanding, help, direction, are literally preparing to turn their backs on seniors. And honest to God, it, to me, is just totally unacceptable. My association, National Reverse Mortgage Lenders Association, is doing all that it can do to try to prevent this inappropriate cutting of these needed monies for the subsidy. I know that AARP has gotten involved, and I want you to get involved too, because frankly, If you're a senior, if you're approaching an age where a reverse mortgage may be an idea, if you're an advisor, a trusted counselor, a child of somebody who is looking at a reverse mortgage, you need to let your congressional leaders know that this cut is unacceptable. This generation cannot earn back all that they have lost in either the value of their stock portfolio or in the value of their home, and probably both. And frankly, we look to Congress to help, not to hinder. Those are my thoughts on this, and I actively seek yours.